Hey, YouTube family. How you doing? This is Rhonda with Rhonda Loves Life. Thanks for joining me. I just got up from a midday nap. An early evening nap more than a midday because I've got some work to do later tonight. Just a couple of hours, but I needed a little nap. I feel so much refreshed, so I just got to wake up a little bit. I put on a little lipstick to add a little color to my lip. I'm trying, y'all, but I'm feeling good. How are you? I've got my cup of coffee ready. As you know, typically I might have tea. I might have some mineral water. Today it's coffee. I need that extra caffeine to get me up and running. Yes. Why do I keep doing that? Well, you guys know when I do this, that means that working girl, y'all, but that's not what I'm doing. It slipped up. So I'm gearing up for our night conversation. So how are you guys today? As you know, it's going down in these social media streets with these crazy celebrities. It's going down, and these politicians. So we are going to get into it. We're going to get deep into it. So tonight I decided, you know what? I'm starting to put like subjects now, what we're going to talk about. And I hope that helps kind of guide those who want to come and join us. At least they know what we're talking about. At least they know what's on the docket today. So we're going to talk about Joe Biden, honey. He was on The View. We got to talk about Joe Biden. And we know The View. So he was on The View explaining why Kamala lost and all that stuff. But you know what? I want to play a clip of what Mr. President Biden had to say. And we're going to get into that. Joe Rogan, the bro. I used to love Joe Rogan's podcast several years back. And then things got so polarized in our country. And I'm just as much of a participant as anyone else. And I just couldn't take the whole bro stuff. I just couldn't. It was like, nah, this is getting kind of crazy. So I'm like, when he has something interesting on, I watch it. But if he doesn't, I just won't watch it. But I don't want to demonize him because he's a Trump supporter. I'm not going to do that because I don't believe Joe Rogan is at all in any capacity as racist. I just don't. I just think that, he voted the way he wanted to vote. That's how democracy works. As far as I'm concerned, the buck stops with the Democratic Party. And Biden, he's had the nerve to sit there on The View, and Biden has still yet to accept responsibility. Oh, he did say he accepted, but he didn't really say. He didn't give he didn't own his real role in this whole debacle. Okay, so we'll get into that. But Joe Rogan is sober. And I'm thinking, okay, Joe Rogan said he has not drank alcohol in 2 months. Now, I don't mess with alcohol anymore. And I can't say it's because, I'm some puritist. No, it's just that my father was a severe alcoholic. And then when I was going through my darkest of times, I saw myself relying more and more on alcohol, and I cut it. So I have not had a drink in, I want to say probably 18 years. I just don't, it has destroyed my family more than you know, and I want no part of it. And I tell my children, you have to be careful with alcohol. Okay. My son don't drink. He don't touch it. But my daughter will go out with friends, but she don't abuse alcohol, thank God. But they got to walk their path. And I warned them. That's all I can do. But anyways, Joe Rogan has decided that he's going to take a break from alcohol 2 months. And I'm glad for him. Because I noticed Joe Rogan, he says he work out a lot and stuff, but he seems bloated to me. Now, I know I'm bloated because I picked up like 5 pounds though, guys, y'all. I'm going to tell the truth. I picked up like 5 pounds. But I'm back seeing my trainer and stuff. I've got 10 sessions left. So you know what? It's one day at a time. Can't worry about tomorrow. But Joe Rogan. So we're going to get into Joe Rogan's sobriety. I think that's good for him. And I think Joe Rogan can, if he has interesting guests on, I'll watch it because I do enjoy him. And then the Met Gala Dandyism. And guess who's pregnant again, y'all? Rihanna. Rihanna is pregnant again. I love her and ASAP together. Those are two people that seem to be equally yoked to me. So we're going to get into that. And then also it was something about I was watching Kinsey Schofield, and she had a behavioral expert on, and he said that Harry licked his lips in the video over 100 times. And I'm like, he put together a montage. So I'm on social media in between working today. I'm like, what licking lip video? Where is it? I can't find it, y'all. So if you happen to run across it, let me know. Okay. So Roxanne, how are you? Thanks for joining us tonight. How are you? Happy Thursday. Happy Thursday. If you work Monday through Friday and you got one more day, baby, people like me, well, I don't work 7 days anymore. I take Sundays off. Saturday's a half a day. And Monday through Friday, I grind it out. But each day that I am alive and breathing, y'all, I'm happy. Okay, so happy Thursday, though, guys. How you doing, Roxanne? Ooh, my nose is running. Bear with me here, guys. Hold on. Let's tap my nose here. How are you? Brooklyn, happy Thursday. Hello, hello. By the way, Brooklyn, I love your thumbnail. I told you that before. That's cute. Cute. All right. The View don't hold Biden accountable. Did you, Roxana, did you see Biden on there? All I want Biden to do, and let's pull him up before we get started. All I want Biden to do is to admit that he should have stepped down. That's it. That is it. All I want Biden to do is to admit that it was a bad decision for Clinton and the Democrats to create that NAFTA agreement, that North America Free Trade Agreement. But Biden did. Now, to his benefit, to give him the kudos where it deserves, he did bring some manufacturing back in some of them towns, but nowhere near what was lost. Come on now. So we'll give him a little credit for that, but not much. Okay. So we are going to get into Biden. And then Brooklyn says, Riri and ASAP are cute too. Oh, they are so cute. I can't wait to get into that. They are on a third child. And you know what? Those two look like they really have a lot of fun together. They really do. And did you see ASAP with Anna Wintour on the Tonight Show? Oh, is it Tonight Show? Which one? It wasn't Carson Daly. It was the other one. I think it is the ex-Saturday Night Live guy. Well, anyways, I just saw that earlier today while I was working. And he is adorable. And Anna Wintour's, they look like they are just and you know what? And I like Anna Wintour's. You know who I was thinking about? I'm like, wouldn't Harry and Meghan, if they did not piss out, wouldn't Meghan be lovely to go to Dandyism at the Met Gala? But she wasn't invited. And plus, no, that's too black for Meghan. Meghan don't want to do no with no black people. Serena Williams was there. I think Serena was there, as a matter of fact. So one more day. Brooklyn, you off on Friday? One more day, and then you got the weekend free. Hey, Risky, how you doing? Hi, Rhonda. I have to get to work, but I'd love to hear what you think of Pharrell Williams dressing a White Lotus actress in panties with Rosa Parks' face on it. I detest the entertainment industry. Yes. No, I didn't hear about that, but we're going to pull it up. I don't know why. I thought something was on YouTube about Rosa Parks, but I didn't even look at it because, okay, let me pull that one up too. We got so he just tried it. Oh, wow. Now, I told you they are in their own bubble, you guys. They are just, and I wonder, did you ever see that movie called the series called The Real that was on Lifetime? And it was a behind the scenes. It was about this girl that worked for a reality TV show. And they had a psychiatrist on staff. They pick people with certain personality disorders that get on those shows. Let's put up Pharrell Williams and Rosa Parks right quick. What the hell? Because I want to see this one. She was wearing Rosa Parks underwear. Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, are they cleaning it up? Because it looks like, I know I saw something Let's see. Lisa Style clarifies. Oh, now she's clarifying Rosa Parks. Okay, we got to look at that one, y'all. We definitely got to look at that one. That one we got to get into it, and maybe the machine, that Hollyweird machine, decided to clean it up. So we're going to get into that. Let's jump in right now, y'all. Let's get all into it right now. You ready? Rinsky, we're going to get into that right now. Hold on. Let me just look at some of these more comments. Roxanne, Met Gala is just too diabolical. To me, they try too hard. I don't get it, but I guess it's is it to give designers a chance to showcase their designs? Rinsky, correction. I think she's a singer, not an actress. Thank you, Rhonda. Thanks, Rinsky. Okay. So the Met Gala, I never followed it. I just know Anna Wintour. She is the editor of Vogue. She's like, a big deal. And I like the fact that they never invite Meghan Markle. Because I love that fact. I'm going to be honest. I'm going to shoot straight. I ain't going to lie to you. I like that. I like this. Anna Wintour, she's like I guess if you in the fashion industry, and what's Andre Leon Talley, he was part of Vogue at one time, and I think they had it out. But Andre Leon Talley, I think is his name. He was a big time designer in that field. But let's look at this. I'm curious now. So what are they saying here? Let me make sure you guys can see it. Let's put this up. Let's go. All right. Let's see what they're saying. The outlines on Lisa's Met Gala look were real people, just not Rosa Parks. Ooh. It's just, and this is Rolling Stone, so it's a reputable news. Well, relatively. Yeah, I think they've been around a long time. Representatives for the Black artist Henry Taylor shut down widespread rumors that the Blackpink singer, I don't know who she is, wore images of civil rights icon on her Louis Vuitton designed bodysuit at the Met Gala. What? Well, let's see it. When Pharrell Williams joined Louis Vuitton as the men's creative director. That's so funny to me because I don't look at them and think fashion icon. I'm sorry, but who am I? I'm just an old Black broad from the Midwest. Older. I ain't old now. I'm older. Like fine wine. So it says, when Pharrell Williams joined Louis Vuitton as the men's creative director, he teamed up with multidisciplinary artist Henry Taylor. What does that mean? For his debut collection. Taylor had a pre-existing relationship with the fashion house, which printed his 2017 portrait, A Young Master, on their Capucines bag in 2020. But working with Williams brought Taylor's art to the 2025 Met Gala. Then it inadvertently placed him at the center of controversy, with posts spread across social media asking why an outline of Rosa Parks. You know what? Okay. We're going to get on X. We got to get on the real one, guys. We got to get on X and see what they're talking about, okay? Because I don't think Rolling Stone is giving us the real news. I want to see what they're saying on X. I'm not buying this. I want to see what they're saying in the streets, in social media streets. So let's get into X. And then let's put, oh, wait a minute. I have the view on here. I can pull it up again. So hold on. Let me share this tab. Okay, hold on one second, guys, and we're going to put on Rosa Parks. We're going to go on X and take a look at this Rosa Parks, Pharrell Williams and Rosa Parks. Let me see. Let's see what they're saying in these social media streets. Okay, where's Rosa Parks? Okay, let me see this. View tab. Okay, here we go. Add to stage. All right, where is she? Where's the Rosa Parks? I'm so confused, y'all. Let's go in here. Let's dig in here and see. The figure featured in Lisa's Louis Vuitton look is not Rosa Parks, but one of Henry Taylor's neighbor. Oh, it's a neighbor. These figures come directly from Henry's existing artwork. That's what a rep for Vulture says. But where are the pictures? Let me see. Okay, let's make it wider. Let's see. Where's the figure? Where is it? I think it was Rosa Parks because of the theme. And they got in trouble, so now they clean it up. Oh, let's see what. Oh, wait a minute. Here we go, y'all.
This look is inspired by the theme of this year's Met Gala, which is super fine. The idea that, like, you know, we love this color black and the world loves this color black. They love black clothes. They love black shoes. They like black dresses. They like black glasses. They like black cars, black planes, even black pink. Right? But here's a moment where we highlight the taste level and the taste buds of Black people.
I feel so honored, and this is so special. Thank you so much.
No, thank you. It's great. You're wearing art.
Yes, I'm wearing art.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
This look is inspired by the theme of this year's Met Gala, which is super fine. The idea that, like, you know, we love this.
Guys, did that look like Rosa Parks though? Okay, what are they? Okay, Louis Vuitton. That's beautiful though, but that's weird. I don't know. I don't get it. Yeah, it is like, I just think, to me, I don't know. Part of me feel like, why would he put his neighbor's face on there? I don't get that. Because part of me feels like it was Rosa Parks because it's a Black themed event. Now I'm trying to look at the pictures. I see that the stockings are beautiful. But you put your face on some girl's butt? And I mean, that's weird. I told y'all they are weird. I'm telling you. They are they are in their own bubble. And we got to talk about them feminizing Beyonce's nephew, too, because he's a model now. I'm like, he looking more and more like a girl. Please tell me they're not turning you out. Please tell me. But this outfit, like, to me, it would make sense that it would be Rosa Parks because it's a Black event. Rosa Parks, you know, she worked hard to free the slaves. The history behind it. I just don't think that. I think that putting somebody's face, and this girl, she had draws on with this, right? Like briefs on, and a lady's face is on her butt. I don't understand. And look what they say in the comments. When I first saw the tweets, I was shocked because I wouldn't put it past Pharrell. And then I was like, if this isn't Rosa Parks, everyone gonna look stupid. You know what? It don't even have to be Rosa Parks. I just think it's in bad taste because I looked at the image of that girl's bottom, and okay, that's crazy. Oh God, people are digging it. People are going off too. You know what? These celebrities, I'm telling you guys, they are clueless. So let's see. Yeah, somebody says here, Pharrell got everybody without pants. Yeah, that's so weird. Look at them. I think that's Sabrina Carpenter, right? I love her song. This is wait, isn't his wife? Is that his wife? So she wearing the same tights, Louis Vuitton tights, as that Black Pink. Yep, see? They got the same tights on. Look, there. I don't get it. But there was one where it was, and she has like some briefs on or something, and it's got the face. Like, look at that. Like, look at this. And she got somebody's face on that? That's not okay. Oh, yeah, look at it. You could see the face. Look at that. That's not cute to me. And then no one will see your butt. What is wrong with these people in Hollywood, y'all? This is highly weird. This is highly weird in Hollywood. I mean, because why do we need to see your butt, girl? Why? Why do we need to see that? I don't understand that logic. I don't get it. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I don't know why we are shocked. I told you, these people, one of you brilliant people posted in the comments yesterday that these people eat, drink, all that together in their own little bubble. So they are all in contact. So they think, we don't matter. Plus they got all that money and they live like way up in there in that weird ass world. And we're like grounded here in the real world. Thank God, because I don't get that. And you see there are faces on her ass. Look at that. Hold on, let me make it bigger if you could see it. There are faces on her. Look at that. Those are faces. I don't understand that. That's supposed to be art. That's the part I don't get. So I am really confused. I am thoroughly confused. That's weird. That was Rosa Parks. That was Rosa Parks. Yeah. And what if it wasn't Rosa Parks? It was supposed to be his neighbor. What did they say in the article? I took it down. But in the article, they said, no, it's not. Oh, who's calling me? Hold on 1 second. Oh, that's my sister. Okay. She's about to give me a critique of the video. She got to wait till I get off now. I'm on. So they said Pharrell told him it was not Rosa Parks, or the designer said it wasn't Rosa Parks. It was his friend or something, a neighbor or something. It's like, why would the neighbor? Would you want your face on somebody's clothes and it's on their ass and then on their body? I don't get it. It had to be Rosa Parks. What would be the significance of putting your neighbor on there? It's just But I'm not surprised. I am not surprised. Let's check out some of the other fashions. The looks of so Elle did a whole write-up of all the looks, and I want to see what some of them are wearing, because dandyism, I didn't know much about it. I heard about, but I really didn't know much about it until they brought it up. And I think that, some of the clothes, I guess at the Met Gala, you got to kind of be extravagant in order to, stand out. But I don't understand. So this is Tiana Taylor. She's always coming, I think she's so beautiful. We're not going to go through all of it, but I just want to check out some of the fashions. And we got to see Rihanna, because she's pregnant again. I'm so happy for her in her relationship with wait a minute. What happened here? Oh, okay, I see. All right, Emma Chamberlain. I don't know who that is. Okay, I don't want to get in trouble with copyright, but okay. Who is that? Ego Nudum. Okay. Ruth Carter. Oh, Coleman Domingo. Guys, I love him as an actor. I love him as an actor. Did you see him in, he's got a Netflix show where, not a series. It's, it is a series, and it's a thriller where he's being set up. And then he's also in 4 Seasons, because I think he's a gay male. He's married to a man. So, but he's an incredible actor. I like him. There you go again. And he likes Valentino, huh? Uh-oh. Well, I didn't mean to go back there. Oh, God, look at them. I don't know what they're doing here. Here's old girl with let's see if we can see no, we can't see the faces really good. I don't know. That didn't do nothing for me. Her outfit, I just don't like people faces on your ass. I just don't like it. Sorry. So let me roll down and see if we can get some more here. Just see if we can catch some of the celebrities that I love Coleman Domingo. Hold on 1 second. Hold on. Rita, I'm on live.
Hey, I'm on live. I'm watching you.
Oh, hi.
Well, I just cannot get why you can't see all of those faces in her crouch.
Oh, you saw. Well, Rita, you live. Hey, everybody. Say hello to my sister, Rita. Rita, say hi to everybody. Brooklyn, Rinsky. Say hello.
You don't see all those different faces in her crouch.
No, you know I'm blind,
There's
but
a lot of different. I'm going. My eyes are bad too, but I can see when they put down. When you crouch. I saw other blogs where they put it to
yeah.
It's a lot of faces. It's a lot of faces.
Do you think it was Rosa Parks?
I didn't. You can't particularly see. I guess you got to be closer and look at and see it.
Okay.
But you see a lot of faces. I can't say whether Rosa Parks, but I believe that they wouldn't say Rosa Parks. They'll say anything these days.
Yeah, they liars and they're weird. And
everybody saying something, but I saw I saw on your blog the many faces, but I couldn't see. I can't see whose faces, but it's a lot of faces in the crowd here.
Okay. All right. Well, let me get back on because everybody's waiting.
That's why I said I'm gonna I got a call.
Thank you.
See all of those different faces.
Yeah, I'm blind. You know these glasses, but I did see some faces. But I'm like, they claim that it is a one of the neighbors or something. Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, I believe it was Rosa Parks.
I believe it's her faces in there somewhere too.
Yeah,
there's a lot of different faces.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I'm looking at you.
Okay. Okay. Bye. All right, guys. That was my sis. Lewis Hamilton is really cute. He's the race car driver, so he looks good. I like that outfit. Now he looks really good. Yeah, guys, that's my sister. And she finally, typically she don't. She just sit behind the scenes. I guess she's like, she's my very conservative, my only sister. We are like total opposites, but we are the best of friends. And she's been, I'm divorced. She's been married to my brother-in-law. They've been married 35 years. She's got a great grandchild, but she's the eyes and ears behind this whole ship. So, I like Lewis Hamilton. He looks good. I'm going to try to go through some of these. I don't want them to hit me with no copyright. Sydney Sweeney. Oh, this is beautiful. Sydney, that is absolutely beautiful. You guys like that one? I like Sydney Sweeney, and she's so pretty. She need to stop leaving them old men alone and date a guy her age. I don't know who he is. Sikon Barkley. Maybe he's a Coco Jones. Okay. Sabrina Ionescu. Okay, that's cute. Brianna Stewart. I like that one. Oh, guys, every time I go hit it up, it keeps taking me back. So let's see. All right, guys, let me do a couple more and then we're going to go. Audrey McDonald. I think she's the stage actress that Meghan Markle was hugging up when she took that 6-car escort ride in New York a couple of weeks ago and went to see a show. It was her show. And but yeah, she's a stage actress and she's on that show on CBS years ago. Sadie Sink. Whoopi. Yep. Okay, Whoopi. That looks hot, Whoopi Goldberg. But okay, I get it. That looks like it might be too hot. Oh, Venus Williams. See, Venus is there. Look at Venus, y'all. She knows she is really tall, isn't she? Let me see. Yeah, Venus Williams. I can't get into that. Her shoes look weird. Let's see. Jordan Roth. I don't know who that is. Carrie Young. Tremel Tillman. Pusha T. Oh, Sarah Snook from damn it. What's that show that's on HBO? The Family Dynasty show. It's gone now, though. That was good. That was a good show. I think she's Australian. Zoe Saldana. Okay, Zoe, that's pretty. All right, guys. So that is it for. I don't want them to get me with copyright stuff. So, Brooklyn Love, Andre 3000 was on the piano. Let me see if I can find him because that was one that was interesting. Let me see. Tory Burch. Oh, Diana Ross. She had that long. It's Diana Ross. She gonna bring it. She had that long. Oh God. Here they go again. Okay, let me get out of here. Let me try to find Andre. Let me try to find Andre. Oh, I think Rita's right. I think these are faces of many different people. Now that I think about it, let's look at this. This girl, that's a face of many different people. That's what I think it is. Hold on 1 second. Let's put this back up again. Yes. I think this is a face of this. These are faces of many different people. That's what I think. I don't think it's one person. I think it's all different kind of people in there. And I'm like, why they do that? I don't understand. But let's try to find Andre 3000's piano because I want to see that one. I heard it was different. Andre 3000 piano Met. Here we go. And he's a different kind of oh, look at that. Let's share this one. Can you guys see it? Let me make this bigger so you can see it. Yeah. Let's look at this. Andre 3000 wore piano to the Met Gala, dropped a matching album. Oh, he did, huh? Oh, look at Andre. What? Look at the. Oh, he got a plastic. Is that a plastic bag in his hand? Look at that. Oh, look at. He's so funny. What the? Oh my God, they're gonna hit me with these advertisings. They get on my nerve with that. What y'all think of that one? What you think of Andre 3000? Let's make his. We got to showcase Andre. Look at Andre. Go ahead, Andre. They are very weird, though. This is, I mean, they are, I guess, that what do they call there? They are, what excuse they gave them? They're creatives. They are just creatives. Yeah, okay. But Andre 3000, I like that. That's actually very different. I want to check out Diana Ross with hers spread it out really good. Let me see. Hold on. Diana Ross. The back was Ross Met Gala. And Anna Wintour said Diana Ross has been there several times, but a good, 25 years ago, Diana Ross surprised them and then she sang. So I'm like, well, yeah, Diana Ross been in the business a long time, a very long time. So let's look at Diana Ross. This is kind of overdoing it, but it is the Met Gala and it is Diana Ross. Can you guys see that? Why do they block this out? I don't understand them. Let me see if I can get a different picture. Do you guys see how big this train is? Let me find another picture because they're playing around. They are playing around. I want to get one good picture so we can take a look at it. Yeah, it's an 18-foot shawl that she wore. Let's share this one instead. Let's pull this up. Diana Ross. Can we see? There we go. That's the money shot. That's what we're talking about right there. That's a little too much, but it is Diana Ross. So she got to go big or go home, right? She got to go big or go home. So, and Diana Ross is what, 81, 82? I think that she's in her 80s now. Let's find out how old Diana Ross is. She is in her 80s. I'm almost certain that's what they said, but let me check. And look at her. She looks good. Look at her. She looks good for her age. I always thought Diana Ross was pretty. And she don't come out for nothing. But they said she was something else in them younger days, though. When in her youth, in her younger years, she was something else. She's 81 years old. Look at that. 81. You got to give it to y'all. 81. Yes. 81, baby. That's 81. That is 81 years old. I hope I look that good at 81 because she has not picked up weight. She got the money too. She could pay for her, But they said Diana Ross, honey, she worked it too. She had what? Her oldest girl, I think is named Rhonda, by Berry Gordy. And then she had the other two by her husband. But I was like, ooh, girl. But Diana Ross, one thing about Diana Ross, which I love, is that she go mute. She don't make any excuses for the decision she made in her life. She's not gonna go over. Has she ever written a book? Let me see on her life. I mean, a real book. She should do a biography. Has Diana Ross ever written a biography? Because she would have a story to tell, but you don't want a phony biography. We want the real deal. Oh, they said Diana Ross had written a memoir, Secrets of Sparrow. It was published in 93. In an unauthorized biography by Randy Terabelli. I would love to read his unauthorized because he got a story. Diana Ross got a story. She got, let's just say she got history, honey. History. So let's get to Rihanna and ASAP Rocky. I like these two guys. I do. I like Rihanna and ASAP. Let me pull them up right quick. Those two, okay. Rihanna and ASAP. She pregnant again, y'all. Rihanna is pregnant again. And they look like they have a lot of fun with each other. They really, really do. Let me pull them up. Hold on one second. I'm getting better at this managing different images on YouTube. Okay. Okay. Look at these two. I like them. When you see a couple that's equally yoked, and I'm rooting from these two. I'm rooting for them and their family. And I was glad that he did not have to go to jail because I was like, oh, that would be terrible for Rihanna, her baby daddy in prison. It's terrible. So ASAP stay out of trouble now. But he was with Anna Wintour. Oh, look at her. Look, y'all. I don't get the back though. I don't know what that back is. She is, is she getting pregnant every year by ASAP? Is she getting pregnant every year? Let's get in the comments. Come on, let's get in the comments a little bit. I want to hear from y'all. Let's see. Let's see. Brooklyn Love says, I have to work tomorrow, but I'm off for the weekend. Oh, good. So you got one more day, Brooklyn, and you get to relax on Saturday and Sunday. All right, all right. Brooklyn, where are you? Are you in Florida? Or are you in there's who else? It was someone else in Los Angeles, but I don't think it was Brooklyn. I thought it was Deluxe Life, maybe. Okay. Rinsky said a correction. I think she's a singer, not an actress. Thanks, Rinsky. Roxana says, Anna Wintour doesn't like Megan. I know. I heard that too. And you know what? Anna Wintour is playing it smart. She's like a fashion icon. They love, you know what I mean? She's like at the pinnacle. She's at the top of the fashion pyramid. So, and she would love to profile Kate. Remember, they said Princess Catherine, they're willing to let Princess Catherine bring all of her own people, her own camera people, her own makeup people. They can give her whatever she wants to wear because they want to, and that's smart because Catherine, if you know Catherine, if anybody has anything to do with Meghan Markle, Catherine is not going, she can't cry. You know what? No, she's not going to be bothered with you. She's going to cut it. Brooklyn Love says, Debbie Allen and Norm Nixon look nice. Yeah, they do. Aren't they still married? I think they are. They've been married, like 35, 40 years. I do like them a lot. Brooklyn is laughing. Hey, Brooklyn. Yeah. Those two. But you notice Debbie Allen and Norm Nixon, they're not out there in front of the cameras, every chance they get, just so they can be, profiled on Page 6 and People and Vanity Fair and In Style and what's the other one? Entertainment Tonight, Entertainment Weekly. You know, they live their lives away from Hollywood, and they're older too, but they didn't do it when they were younger either. Roxana says Anna is a monarchy supporter. She had the queen one time. Oh, that's why. So she probably, you know something, and she probably know really what's going on. She probably talked to King Charles. You know what I mean? These people, Anna Wintour is up there in age too. How old is she? Because remember, these people, they know each other. And Meghan Markle, that was so dumb. How old is Anna Wintour? Because she's been Anna Wintour. She's 75 years old. What is her background too? Wintour background. I'm just curious. I am just curious. I do like her hairstyle. That is her. That's her. And she looked like she looked to me, she's the editor of Vogue. She looks to me like she is somebody that like snooty. You know what I mean? So we're going to share this so we can learn a little bit more about Miss Anna Wintour. She looked like she might be snooty, like, you know, I'll come in my I'll come visit her office in my I'll have a nice pair of slacks and a nice top, and I may have some cute flat shoes that I bought resale from Goodwill. And she would look at me, but you know, maybe the younger her would, but the older she realized, girl, I ain't got your money. Okay, I don't have time to be spending $1,000 on shoes, because that $1,000, I love traveling, so I have to choose one. Do I want to look like a fashion icon, a fashionista? Do I want to look like a fashionista, or do I want to travel? So I'm like, no, I'm going to travel the world. No. So we do what we got to do. But here's her background, you guys. Let's see what's going on with Miss Anna Wintour. She was born in 1949. Oh, she was born in England. She's born in London. Oh, she's British. Okay. I should have known that, because, yeah, she is. She's the daughter of Charles Vere Wintour, who twice served as editor of London Evening Star. Okay, so how did she make it? In 1988, Wintour replaced Grace Mirabella as editor-in-chief of American Vogue. The move came 3 years after the American launched French magazine Elle. Okay, so her Vogue covers began featuring Nicole Kidman, Angelina Jolie, Hillary Clinton. Under Wintour's direction, Condé Nast publication, Vogue's parent company, launched several spinoffs. Most notably Teen Vogue. Okay, all right. So she's been in the industry a while. Okay. Oh, that's Oscar de la Renta. Okay, I didn't know how he looked. Look at her. Look at her. Oh, Wintour has been instrumental in bolstering the careers of numerous prominent fashion professionals, including the 90s generation of supermodels, gifted fashion photographer Herb Ritts, and several important designers, deploying her influence and clout. I'm tongue-tied. She secured financial backing for John Galliano's fledgling eponymous Paris fashion house. Christian Dior, Alexander McQueen, and Marc Jacobs are also benefited from Wintour's patronage. All right. Okay. So she's got some history. We know she got some clout. So she is from England. So born and raised. So she is a monarchist. So she loved the royal family. I'm a monarchist too, and I'm way over here. Not for this country, but I love the British royal family. Yes, I do. Because I like Kate Williams' personality, and we know their history. We know the British monarchy went around colonizing all kind of people. You know, we all got history, right? And that's their dirty stain. But you know, William and Kate weren't the ones doing it, and I don't think that they are what Harry and Meghan are trying to do. I don't think it's going to work. We're not going to fall for that, y'all. We're not going to do that. Rinsky says, I still think it's crass to use real people if it wasn't Rosa Parks. These people are weird. Rinsky, I agree. don't put my face on your body like that. I mean, you know, they are highly weird. And you see how everybody's showing their ass again. So imagine how them parties are. Do you know, I saw Anna Wintour and ASAP Rocky on the Tonight Show. Let me pull that up because Anna Wintour says she never goes to the parties. She says no, she doesn't go to the parties. So, you know, they don't want to do anything, you know, nasty in front of her because, you know, she's an older lady. She's in her 70s. She got to go to bed. You know what? You know that. Let me pull that up. ASAP Rocky and Anna Wintour. Let's pull that up. And they said they had dinner together. Oh, here it is. Yes, they late night show with Seth. Okay, so I'm going to put this up instead. This is adorable. I like this interview. I like this. And ASAP, I like him. I like me some ASAP Rocky. And I like him, and I like he and Rihanna's love. I think they are equally yoked, and I think they can be good partners in life together. I really do. So let's pull this.
She didn't pick him up.
No, I did, but I was
Hold on
being
a second.
There was some breaking news with you and your partner Rihanna on the carpet. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
He is so handsome too. Handsome.
Rihanna and Rocky and I and some other people actually had dinner the night before the Met, and he was dropping all these hints, and I was being really English and not saying anything.
She didn't pick him up.
No, I did, but I was being polite.
So your first two kids have our names. Obviously, you and Rihanna have our names. Is this a lock that the third will have an R name, do you think?
For sure.
For sure.
Yes.
There was some breaking news with you and your partner Rihanna on the
Isn't
carpet.
that adorable? Let me turn this up because I don't want them to, I don't want YouTube to say copyright. I'm like, this is fair use, fair use, fair use. That's adorable. Okay, I like them. They are on there. You know what? They are really. That's what I'm saying. When you get a slice of heaven like that, and you meet someone, and you guys are meshing together, and it's working, enjoy it. Enjoy it. They on their third baby, so you know that these two are enjoying it. And I think that's beautiful. Now ASAP has to stay out of trouble. But I think I like the fact that there are those. Now, you notice that Anna Wintour, I mean, she's a powerhouse in the fashion industry. And they are, I think Rihanna's influence too. They are actually, ASAP is starting to surround himself and do something that he kind of loves. He loves the fashion. Like he was talking, I saw him on YouTube. Check him out. The Vogue was profiling Dandyism. And I guess ASAP is one of the board members or something this year. So he's like talking about his shoes. Look at my shoes. So he's in the element. And I think that's good. So it keeps him out of trouble. Get ASAP, you know, you got a beautiful family. He's got such a beautiful family. God is giving you, you know, a gift. You got beautiful children. You're healthy. You in a marriage where you enjoy being with each other. You got money. Do what you love. If you like fashion, he's got his own fashion brand. Rock with it. Encourage young men to dress dandy, you know, get back into the dandyism. So yeah, that was cute. But Anna Wintour, that's big to have somebody, and you guys are having dinner with Anna Wintour. I would love to have dinner with her. Just to pick her brain. I would love to have dinner with Anna Wintour just to pick her brain. I'd be like, can I just have an hour? And give me my coffee, my ice water, and you know, a good meal. But it doesn't have to be. Just get, you know, a salad, because I won't be eating it. I'll be asking so many questions. I'd like to know what did she think of Andre Leon Talley when he was picking up all that weight, because he was not ever that big. I want to ask her about Naomi Campbell. Like, what's real? Come on, Anna, give me the real scoop. Give me the real scoop. Which, how many of those supermodels and the girls, you know, were messing around with these men underage? You know what I mean? Because Epstein, he was, you know, the guy that the Victoria's Secret guy, whatever that old guy is, he's the one that gave Epstein that mansion. on that like $50 million townhouse in New York. So I'd love to know all her secrets. I would love to know not all of them, just some. If she can give me a tidbit, I would love it. Brooklyn says that's why it's called Hollyweird. Yeah, Brooklyn, it is definitely Hollyweird for sure. It is definitely Hollyweird. Brooklyn says, hi, Rita. Rita, Brooklyn says, hi. The boss. Yeah, Diana Ross. You know what? I still have a couple of Diana Ross classics on my playlist. I got Home. I've got Touch Me in the Morning. Now walk away. But we've got yesterday. Wasn't it me who said that nothing good's gonna last forever? And wasn't it me who said, let's just be glad for the time together? Wasn't it hard to tell me that you've given all you have to give? I can understand you're feeling that way. Everybody's got their life to live. I can't wait till I'm in the cold. I mean, she is so, I love me some Diana Ross. I like Ain't No Mountain High Enough. That's on there. What else do I have, Diana Ross? I'm Coming Out. I got a lot of her singles. So Diana Ross is gold, but that song, Touch Me in the Morning, it's just so beautiful. Like, how come they write like that anymore? They don't make music like that anymore. Remember last year, sometime I got in trouble trying to look up some of the songs that I wanted to profile, and then YouTube cut me out. They're like, hey, wait a minute. No, you cannot play that music without paying for it. I'm like, come on now. These are music that was 50 years ago. Anyways. Okay, Brooklyn. Diana Ross, the boss. That's right. She is the boss. And Diana Ross, the original pimp. Yes, honey. And one smart thing about Diana Ross, she's like this. She don't talk. She's that old school pimp. She's old school. But you know what? She only targeted wealthy men, I noticed. She was something else. I remember reading Diane Carroll's biography, her memoir. I think it was The Legs is the Last to Go. I was so sad when she passed because I liked her too. She was so pretty when she was young. But Diane Carroll said that I guess she and Diana Ross didn't get along because she said Diana Ross would ride down in Beverly Hills or ride down the street in a convertible back with the music playing or something. I guess Diane Carroll felt that Diana Ross was ghetto or something. I don't know, but I did pick that up. I'm like, okay, come on now. Diana Ross, Diana Ross knew the game. Diana Ross, what did my sister call it? A 30? No, Diana Ross is not. What did you call it, Rita? The 304 is a girl that don't know nothing, like Megan. Megan is a 304. She just scrape up the scraps where she can get them. But what's that? God damn it. What's the other name my sister called it? God, I can't think of it right now. But the playbook. Diana Ross had the playbook. Diana Ross only had children with wealthy men. You never see, and her kids seem to be relatively stable. They, life be lifing. But her daughter Tracy, I love Tracy. Tracy says she would love to need a mate, but she's not going to settle for less. I get that. Her daughter Rhonda, I think, has been married to some guy, and then she's got kids. And then she got a son that's married to Jessica Simpson's sister. Who else? Yeah. So Diana Ross, and you don't know what Diana Ross is up to because Diana Ross keeps her shit private. She's got that playbook that maybe Meghan Markle's mama should have taught her, because Meghan is nothing but a 304. Meghan runs around reckless, honey. Reckless. Oh, Brooklyn, you in New York. Okay, Brooklyn's in New York. Okay. Debbie and Norm have been married about 40 years. Wow. For those who have stayed married that long, that's why I tell my sister and brother-in-law, my sister and my brother-in-law. My brother-in-law is like my brother. He's been around so long. They've been married over 30 years. I'm divorced. I gotta, not to tell but all of us been divorced, but my sister and my brother-in-law. And that's a beautiful thing. That is a beautiful thing. If you could stay married and keep it working, you've got that history. That's a beautiful thing. It's good. It's okay. I live upside down, love hanger. I like upside down. Knew you turn me inside out and round. Oh yeah, I got the sweetest hangover. I don't want to get over. I got to download that on my playlist. I don't want to get over. Yes, Diana Ross has some hits. She's from the silent generation. Yeah, them older women, they are really smart. You don't remember Elizabeth Taylor, who, oh God, she was so beautiful when she was young. She had a drinking problem, but she didn't air her. I can't remember her airing anything out like that. Who else was it part of what? Elizabeth Taylor, I think, was a lot older than Diana Ross, I think. I don't think they're the same generation. Who else kept their mouth shut? Which I think, who else I love? Joan Collins. Joan Collins finally wrote a book. Her sister, Jackie Collins, those books, her sister Jackie was an author, and she talked about Hollyweird, but she, it was fiction, but it was based off real stories. Michael Jackson had a crush on Diana. Yeah, because Diana was so pretty when she was young. She's still pretty. She still looks good. I wanted to show, Joe Biden. Let's pivot and let's get into some Joe Biden. Okay, he was on The View today. And then we'll do Joe Rogan, and then I will call it a night. But we gotta talk about Joe Biden right quick. Joe Biden was on The View, and to me, if you Joe Biden, if you can't admit that the mistake you made was running a second time, I don't really want to hear it. I don't want to hear nothing you gotta say. I don't want to hear it. Hold on one second. Here, let's put this on. Hold on. Let's see. I don't want to hear it because everything else you're saying is bullshit. That's how I feel. I'm like,
in the final year of your presidency. Mr. President, since you left office, there have been a number of books that have come out, deeply sourced from Democratic sources, that claim in your final year there was a dramatic decline in your cognitive abilities. In the final year of your presidency, what is your response to these allegations, or are these sources wrong?
They are wrong. There's nothing to sustain that. Number one. Number two, think of what we're left with. We're left with a circumstance where we had an insurrection when I started. Not since the Civil War. We had a circumstance where we were in a position that the pandemic, because of the incompetence of the last outfit, end up over 1 million people dying. We're also in a situation where we found ourselves unable to deal with a lot of just basic issues. And
okay, because I don't want to get in trouble with copyright issues, but as far as and this is what really pisses me off, and the reason why. And you know what? I'm not pissed off to the point where I'm angry, but it's like they insult your intelligence. And like The View, I told y'all they're the Democratic Party machine. That's their propaganda venue. As far as I'm concerned with Biden, the only thing I want to hear Biden do is say, I screwed up. I should not have ran a second time. That's it. All the other blaming, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Because he was the one that decided with his arrogance that he was going to go ahead and run a second time. And there's nothing they can do. You can put them on The View, and they did that. They were talking about, well, your cognitive abilities and blah, blah, blah. No, we don't care. We don't care. He's worse than Harry and Meghan spinning the wheel. The Democratic Party doing that. Stop. He should have stepped down and then let the Democrats fight through in primary and may the best man or woman win. That's what he should have done. Now it don't matter. And I wish they would stop that. Now, I can't remember if he's got another book coming out or something. I think he was selling something too. But anyways, I'm going to keep this short and sweet. It is like these politicians, and the thing is that they're all in it. The politicians, the celebrities, they're all in bed with each other. Remember when Gavin Newsom stuck his head out, his ugly face out, and decided that he was going to overturn his attorney general and defend Harry and Meghan. So that's when he gave it away. We would not have known. They should have let Harry and Meghan lose their nonprofit status in California. But no, that machine, and I told you, it's the Democratic Party and all that. They want to make Harry and Meghan the new. They want to try to curate their image and market them as the new face of the Democratic Party. That's really what they want to do. And then The View, I don't understand this. I don't understand why he's on there. I mean, and who's going to admit that it was Bill Clinton that sold all of those blue collar workers out? That is really what happened. Why the Democratic Party lost the blue collar support. That's why they lost the blue wall, because all of those manufacturing jobs they shipped overseas during that NAFTA agreement. So neither side has, you know what? Both sides are owned and paid for by special interest. And we are just there. Everything is private. Everything is for profit. The prison system for profit now. Our hospitals for profit. What else? What else? I don't want to get on a tangent. Everything is for profit. Think about it. These kids in these student loan debt. Think about it. Our health insurance is for profit. These pharmaceutical companies, the prices are outrageous. It's crazy. Everything, because this country, the only way you're going to really make it in this country is if you can make money. But if you're elderly, a child, or disabled, or poor, you can forget about it. You're going to struggle. So I don't want to hear nothing Biden has to say. I don't want to hear it until I hear some honesty. Now I like Bernie Sanders. I like AOC. I like her. She's speaking out. At least they're doing something, but I want to see y'all really do something. But I hear that AOC don't take, I'm not convinced that she's not bought and paid for yet, but I hear that she doesn't take PAC money. I like my girl, Jasmine Crockett. I like Jasmine. I like her. So, and I like that young man, Hogg. That's is he the vice president of the Democratic Party? When he came out, Hogg, he came out and said that they are going to put other people up against old Democrats who are basically ineffective. You should have seen them old guard Democrats coming after that young man. And all I can do is look, and I said, go ahead, you guys are not helping. That young man, he's 25 years old. You need these young people. You guys are trying to you're going to try to put up Harry and Meghan, but you're going to try to tear down this young man? Okay, that's dumb. So, but it's the same thing. And like we discussed yesterday, and one of you guys put in the comments, they are all in it together. Do you think these powerful corporations or the big powers that's really running it, the one percenters, do you think they really care about the party? They care more about access. And both sides are really catering to the 1%. They don't give a shit about us. You got our health insurance company turning down cancer patients. Now they're going to try and get the death penalty on this Luigi Mangione boy. And did you guys see, if you want to know the imbalance, New York with all the crime, okay, all these unsolved crimes, soon as a rich health insurance executive get gunned down, the whole country and the authorities, they were all hunting him. All the cameras, they were looking at all the cameras. How come they can't do that for all these other victims that are out here that are victims from violent crimes, and because the police feels like, okay, it's just another death. You're not important enough. You have to be a rich ass health insurance executive. Now they want the death penalty on that young man. They killed him. I'm not saying that man deserved to be gunned down. That's not what I'm saying. But what I am saying is just we got to pay attention. Look at how much resources they put behind that young man, finding him. They look how quickly they found him. And compare that to the deaths and the crime in these big cities, especially in New York, that go unsolved. I wonder how many unsolved cases are there in New York where they just say shit. It's just another person dead. They're not important enough. They're not rich enough. They're not rich enough. So I don't believe any of these politicians. I like Bernie Sanders because at least he's honest. AOC, but you know, and this idea that AOC is going to be the next president, come on, y'all, stop. That's not going to happen. It's going to have to be, the Democratic Party really needs to do some self-reflection and stop with the identity politics and be honest with us. But what that will require them to do. Now, I'm going to say something here. And I noticed this because I watch Young Turks Chank. I like him. My girls, I had them, the two blonde ladies that call the Republicans titty babies. Some of the men, they are so funny. Well, it was explained that you notice when, what's the guy that, God, what is his name? That stood up for 24 hours to speak, the black guy in Congress. He stood up 24 hours. I'm sorry, guys. I can't. These politicians, they all blend together for me. But he stood up for 24 hours to speak. And then the other black guy, he was on the steps talking. And I heard, I've discovered that they're talking about everything but things that really matter because they are actually wealthy special interests fund their campaigns. Yes. So they're not going to tell the truth. Bernie Sanders, I trust him more than anybody. AOC, AOC and Jasmine Crockett, let's see. But we need you guys, until you get to saying real shit, we don't care no more. We don't care anymore. Democratic Party lost all. I gave them the benefit of the doubt for many years, and still you grow and you get older and you start putting two to two together and say, wait a minute, this picture don't seem right to me. This picture don't seem right. When my kids and we drove to Shawnee Forest during the solar eclipse, and I went with some friends, and then we had tents, but anyways, we drove to Shawnee and we had to go through some of these industrial areas and in some of the rural areas, it is desolate. It is so poor. And it's like, wow. And you see these big manufacturing buildings that are empty. And then you don't see hospitals or nothing. And it's like, it is nothing. And it's like, wait a minute. This doesn't look right. And we would drive through there, and on our way back, we saw somebody with a Confederate flag in their window, and it was like, oh my God, we were just like racing to get to the next highway. But you can't get to go through these rural areas before you get to a major highway. It was a sight to see. It was a sight to see. So I don't, this propaganda on The View, I'm not falling for it. Until Biden says, oh, I fucked up, y'all. Until the Democrats say, until I don't care what party you are, until you start bringing jobs back, until you give us health care that doesn't cost us an arm and a leg. How about that? How about that? How about just getting rid of the insurance companies? No other country have that. How about that? How about fighting for us? How about that? How about that? I just got my bill from some of the tests I done, and my part is like $600. And I'm like, that's $600 because I'm going to France for 3 months in August. I'm like, shit. That's eating into my budget. Over what? You know how much I have to pay in insurance? You know how much my insurance is because I'm self-employed? $650 a month, and then I get that $750 credit because it's on the marketplace. That's insane. That's insane. And then it don't cover it 100%. Then there's a deductible. Oh my God, I can go on and on. In this country, and our politicians, they're not gonna say anything. All right, guys, let me look at the comments. But that's what's going on. I'm gonna speak the truth of what's going on in my life and what I see there. It's like they are out of their minds, y'all. And they're all rich. That's the thing. They are all rich talking shit. They are all rich. So I don't want to hear it. If it's not the truth, if you're not coming to us and telling us how we can save some money, tell me, why is it that I pay $120 in grocery bills a week at minimum? Just for myself. I send my daughter $50 a week for school because she's away at school. My ex-husband sends my son money because he's at school. We split it. You know, he pays the son, I pay my daughter. So $175 a week out of my pocket for food. What do you do that at? Okay, Roxana says women back in the day were a lady in streets and a freak in the sheets. Yes, they didn't discuss their business. They did not discuss their business. Like Meghan Markle and we're gonna call Meghan Markle, and I'm getting this from my sister Rita. We're gonna call Meghan Markle a 304. That's what they call these girls that are streetwalkers. And Meghan Markle, you know, she dresses up and looks classy, but inside, no ma'am, no sir. No. Roxanne said Jill had to help him to keep on script. Yeah, that's why she's there. That's why she's there, to keep him, you know, okay. That's why she's there, to make him look good. It's like, why? So my question is, why is Biden on The View? Why are you on The View, Biden? But I don't know why I thought he said he got a book coming out or something. But maybe, you know, I hear so much. But and then I'm like, and he says Kamala was qualified. He said Kamala was absolutely qualified. And I said, you sat there and you told a damn lie. Kamala couldn't even string two sentences together that made sense. It was all word salad. Her and Meghan Markle have the same type of communication. It's just Kamala is more seasoned because she's a politician. But I think do I think Kamala is not intelligent? No, I didn't say that. I'm just saying that Kamala is a corporate mouthpiece. She will only work for the corporate interest. Her own brother is the head of Uber, and you heard how Uber be doing their drivers, y'all. Look at that YouTube. It was a Vice special, and they did a test with Uber drivers. Look at that. It is outrageous. These Uber, they don't even know how much they're being charged an hour because they keep all of that. Uber keep all of that to themselves. They don't share none of that. So they pay you whatever they pay you. Ain't that something? They pay you whatever they pay you. And then they put laws in place, like in New York. They actually work with the legislatures in these big cities to make sure that if you get other cab companies, you can't compete. All kind of legal wranglings that they use so that you can't compete with them. It's messed up. That is her brother-in-law. And you don't think Kamala made? I always say, I told my brother said, no, I don't think she can get in trouble with campaign finance. Kamala raised over $1 billion. She ended up owing what, like 20 million or something after raising over $1 billion. You don't think Kamala Harris put none of that money in her pocket? You're going to tell me, oh, she's an angel now. You're going to tell me she's got access to $1 billion. As a matter of fact, I do believe, and I'm almost certain, there was a company that she had hired, her campaign hired, that they were like her family adjacent. Like it was one of her husband's family members. It was a company he was affiliated with. That's how they get paid. They don't go and take the money, withdraw it out of one account, just do an ACH transfer from one account to the other. No, they do it by hiring these, like Oprah Winfrey claimed she wasn't getting paid. But Oprah got $2 million. Oprah said she had to pay for the staff, the people to do her hair. She had to pay for security, all of that. It's like, okay, now we're stupid. We're stupid now. So you don't think Kamala Harris she had hands on $1 billion. You don't think she got any of that money? Her and her husband and his people, and and Kamala know how the game is played. No, sir. No, ma'am. They're all dirty. They are all dirty. Biden recorded conversations with Ukraine to close the bank account so Trump won't find out their shady dealings. Oh, he did? Yeah, Biden. And Biden pardoned everybody around him. So all the way back to 2010 or something, they said. So yeah, they are all, it's class of the Titans. Trump, the American people thought, okay, well, he's real. He's the only person real. And I hear now that he's worth billions now. But he ain't gonna lie to you. And the thing about Trump is he said, you don't like it, then stop me. Stop me. So Biden made sure that he had put a blank pardon on all the people around him, all the way back to like 2010. Trump and his family, they done made $3 billion now off that crypto stuff. And Trump is like, yeah, I'm gonna get my money. I'm getting my money, goddammit. Money first. Money first. And the grocery bills, I'm still paying. I cannot believe how much money I'm paying on groceries. That's over $600 a month on groceries just for myself and my daughter. That's insane, y'all. That's not normal. When you go over to Europe, it's a fraction of that. That's crazy. Hi, Simon. Thanks for joining us. Sleepy Joe strikes again. Yeah. And he go up there and and then they all sit like that's okay. And we're supposed to do what? Say, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's crazy. That's why I told you guys, I want to go. You know what? I want dual citizenship. I want to live in France part of the time, and I want to live here. Because my family here, I love them. But I'm like, my family, some of us joke that it'll probably everybody in my family end up in France, those that are closest to me. But no, everybody got lives. It's okay. I would love that. But, I love France, guys. I love Paris. I love Paris. And you know what? And I should have known that with my personality type, because I remember I love libraries. Even as a little girl, I would sit in libraries. That was heaven to me. Oh, that was heaven to me. And then when we go to the Museum of Science and Industry, or go to the Art Institute, or go downtown to the Shared Aquarium, because I'm a Chicago girl, born and raised Southside Chicago. I loved it. It was a slice of heaven. So when I go to Paris, guys, I travel just like the locals. I take public transportation. I book an Airbnb. I grocery shop. I go to shows. I go to the museums. And you know what I do? I invest in those tours that you get on TripAdvisor. They have tour groups. And I actually pay extra so that I can get a guide that's actually knowledgeable about what it is I'm looking at. I don't want to just go to the Louvre and go around and look, or go to the Eiffel Tower and be like, whoa, beautiful, ride to the top and down. I really want to know why it was built, when it was built, who built it, why, where, I want to know the history. So, and I travel like a local, and I can honestly tell you, I don't spend $100 because I give $50 a week to my daughter. For me, it's like $125 on average a week in the United States I pay on groceries. When I go over there, it's a fraction of that. I get the protein, I get the vegetables so I can stir fry it. I even get some dessert because although I have type 2 diabetes, every once in a while I like to have something good to eat. And then also once a week there, I treat myself, I go out to eat. And the rest are tours. I don't spend nowhere near, you guys, nowhere near. There is something wrong with this country. And then with the tariffs, and I'm so glad my kids are grown now. I don't have to worry about toys under the tree. I don't have to buy them toys. Roxanne says, AOC and Bernie are too socialist, Marxist for me. Socialism is great till the money runs out. Yeah, Roxanne, I agree. I don't believe in socialism either. No. No, I just think that we need to get special interests out of our politics. We got to get these. It's become imbalanced. They said that billionaires in this country has grown like since 2000. I'm like, billionaires? What? Yes, because they are getting rich. And they are making sure that they control our politicians, our legislators, the ones that make the laws. Why is it that the health insurance companies, why are they making money? Why are they involved at all between the doctor and the patient? Why? How come we don't have just what do you call it? How come we just don't just a payer system? I don't understand. I forgot what they call it. But why is it that our healthcare system, it is for profit? And our politicians, our legislators on both sides, it can't get passed without them. They're privatizing our prisons now. Our prisons are privatized. So they have an incentive to lock us up because they're making money. Can you imagine that? Prison facilities, those shares are sold on a stock exchange. For profit. Pharmaceutical companies, look at the Sackler family, had to settle for billions. They were flooding our communities with these opioids, and our legislators allowed it. They allowed it, both sides. And then what breaks my heart is a lot of these industrial towns empty. They were loyal to the Democratic Party, blue collar workers. So how long can this go on? I think it's a system that cannibalizes in on itself. I really do. I think we are in a lot of trouble because I don't see can they bring them jobs back? I don't know. I hope Trump can, even though he's still in $3 billion, his family's $3 billion richer. I'm hoping that I only want to see him succeed. I do. This is a country where I was born. My family's here. I want to see him succeed. I want to see jobs back. I don't want to see, they say the young generation, I'm going to be honest with y'all, these kids are smart. Do you remember when now with the selective service, when young men become 18, now I believe they are automatically registered now. I'm almost certain our politicians slipped that in the bill. So they don't even have to go and officially go and register. So Cardi B, they were saying, and Cardi B said, are you kidding me? These TikTok hip shakers, they not going to war for nobody. And that's when I'm like, yeah, y'all, you think these young kids are going to go to war? It's a mess. But one good thing is that this country, if you have an idea, and you got a niche or something, you can make some good money. You can. Thank you, Roxanne. You read my mind because Cory Booker and Hakeem Jeffries. Thank you. Oh, Roxanne, thank you. Because I'm like, Cory Booker was the one that stood up for 24 hours in Congress because I think there was a Republican guy who stood up 24 hours during the civil rights movement or segregation or something. So that was his reason for doing it. I'm like, okay, that's impressive, but I really want to see you guys do some real shit. I mean, I really do want to see you guys speak up and speak out and start making decisions, passing laws that benefit the American people. And, and then Hakeem Jeffries, I saw Hakeem Jeffries, which I do like. I like both of them. But I saw Hakeem on, he was with, what is his name? Scott, oh my God, Scott Galloway. He was on stage with Scott Galloway last week at some kind of event. And I like Hakeem, but if you are getting money, millions for your campaign from special interests, what's the likelihood of you going to do anything against them? The person that owns you. You are owned, bought, and paid for. You bought and paid for by special interests. So to me, it's like, okay, I like all the theater. Okay, and you speak well. Okay, cool. AOC, yep. You girl, go ahead and fight. Yeah, yeah. Even Jasmine Crockett. I like Jasmine Crockett. Yeah, but I want to see some real change. Otherwise, no. Because the first thing, what about these food prices? I don't get it. How come it's not going down? Also, the healthcare. Why are we privatizing healthcare? Why do we need an insurance company and a middleman? Why? Why are you between me and my doctor? Why are you turning down patients who have cancer? Because it costs too much. Who are you, the insurance company, to have a whole, what do you call it? They had some computer or something that I can't think of the name of it, but it's like, why do you think you have a right to be in the middle? I mean, I pay almost $700 a month, y'all, just for me on insurance. Thank God when my kids, we were growing up, when I divorced my ex-husband, he took it on. I would not be able to pay for no full family. He took care of the insurance, but now I'm paying almost $700. And then I get a credit from the government on the marketplace. So add that credit with that $750 or $650, that's been like $1,350, almost $1,400 a month for insurance that don't even cover at 100%. So if these politicians want to do us a favor, how about getting rid of the middleman, the insurance company? Get rid of them. How about stop privatizing our prisons? That is not right. That's wrong. Where do you get off privatizing our prisons? Now our prisons are for profit. And now you see how Trump sent those people. Did you guys hear that Anonymous got the list of, they actually broke into there's an airline that ships them that actually pick up those illegal aliens or whoever's on the plane. We don't even know, but they got the manifest list. Let me pull that up right quick because that will blow your mind. Anonymous, this group Anonymous, and I was just like, oh my God, but they are shipping people over to these Salvadorian gulag prisons. Anonymous breaks into airline immigrant shipping immigrants. Yes, here it is right here. 3 days ago, right here. Let me pull it up so we can see it. Let's pull it up so we can see it. Now, this is Irish Star, but it's all over. This is the first one that came up. I said no. What is this? Oh, there we go. Okay. Let's see if you guys can see this. Okay. Anonymous hackers breach airline tied to ICE deportations and leak flight records because we didn't know the names of any of the passengers on that flight. So they could come scoop you up and put you on a plane, send you to somewhere, a black site, and nobody know about it. And then our politicians, it's like, that's why I'm saying, Biden, I don't want to hear shit, nothing you have to say. This falls on you, your shoulders. I don't want to see your old ass wife talking shit. I don't want to see you rambling. Blah, 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 blah. I don't want to see none of that. So here we go. Anonymous hackers breach airline tied to ICE deportations and leak flight records. Hacker says they infiltrated and got access to ICE deportation data, includes flight records and passenger lists. The hackers sent 404 Media a copy of the data, which is sorted into folders dated every day from January 19th through May 1st. Look at this. Hackers targeted one of the airlines the Trump administration is using as part of its deportation efforts, stealing flight records and passenger manifests of all its flights, including those for deportation, according to the new report. The hackers targeted Global X Air, the charter company that facilitated the deportation of hundreds of Venezuelans to El Salvador, and shared the data with 404 Media and other journalists. The information revealed who exactly has been deported on global flights, global X flights, when and to where. Yes, we need to know that information, right? Anonymous, the hacktivist collective recognized by their use of the Guy Fawkes mask, is a banner under which some hackers operate. The hacker claims that the data includes flight records and passenger lists. They provided 404 Media with a copy of the data, organized it daily folders from January 19th through May 1st. 404 Media verified the information about ICE deportation flights obtained from official and confirmable sources against the flight manifest and flight detail procured by the hacker. Information about Kilma Abrego Garcia's flight is included in the hack data. Wow. Oh, wow. And they say here, oh, come on. I don't want to buy a car. I don't want to buy a car. I don't want, listen, get out of here with that. So, oh, and they give an example too. So, y'all, it's like, that's some scary, scary shit. And Anonymous, you know, those guys, I want to show this, y'all. The guy, this is how they look, right? Let me show you. You guys know their face, right? Anonymous. Yeah, hold on one second. I'm going to show Anonymous hackers. Here it is. And they're always working. And these guys work behind the scenes like they're hackers. And then let's see. Let's pull them up and see right quick. And that mask, and they're a hackers group. Okay, so let's see. Let's just see a little history on them right quick, just to take a look. And you guys know their face, right? I'll show you the mask that they wear. It's the just a little background on Anonymous, and let me make this bigger so you can see it. I'm gonna just take my face out of here, just so you can see it. So just quickly, says Anonymous is a decentralized international activist and hacktivist collective and movement primarily known for its various cyber attacks against several governments, government institutions, and government agencies, corporations, and the Church of Scientology. And it says Anonymous originated in 2003 on the image board 4chan, representing the concept of many online and offline community users simultaneously existing as an anarchic, digitized global brain or hypermind. Anonymous members, known as Anons, can sometimes be distinguished in public by wearing the Guy Fawkes mask and the style portrayed in the graphic novel and film V. And here's Guy Fawkes mask right here. And they got a YouTube channel too. It's just, it gets so dark, I just can't watch it. I can't follow it. I can't follow it because it's like, it's so much, you know, it's like, I'm powerless. So maybe they're doing, you know, they're doing God's work, y'all. Because we need to know the names of those passengers on that plane. It could be your son. It could be my uncle. It could be your brother. It could be my niece. We don't know. It is like, so anyways, and what are the politicians? So I don't care about Hakeem Jeffrey sitting on the step. It looks good, Hakeem, but I want to know what y'all going to do. What are you? And another thing, Scott Galloway, who I love, y'all. Y'all got to, Scott Galloway is, I like him so much. He said the Democratic Party got to get like the Republicans. And they got to just say, listen, we're not taking this shit. You guys, when we find out who's doing all this, you get like a 3.5 year reprieve. But when we get back in office, you're going to be prosecuted. Because you don't treat people that way. It is just, and that's what I want to see the politicians do. I don't want to see the 24-hour speaking with Cory Booker. Okay, Cory, good. I understand the symbolism behind it. But what are you going to do about these privatized prisons? What are you guys going to do about this health insurance being the middleman between the patient and the doctor? Get rid of that. What about more job? What about the tax system? Why is it that wealthy people are paying less tax? Tax them capital gains. Tax them. We need that revenue in here. And then also, Doge, get a real government efficiency department where there's an oversight that's independent, that points out waste, that identify waste, and they cut it and make sure it's ran. They don't want the government to run efficiently, guys. They don't. Because how does it benefit them? The money stops. Especially them wealthy, those wealthy guys, they're not going to give you any money. I mean, they're not going to give me any more money. But what about the condition of the people here? Okay. So let's look in the comments, guys. Let's check out the comments. Thanks, Roxanne, though. Yep, Cory Booker and Hakeem Jeffries. Thank you. Thanks for looking out. All right. Bernie has been talking about the oligarchs since the 80s. Robert Kennedy called him out for talking money from the pharmaceuticals. Wow, he's been doing it since the 80s. Bernie's been telling the truth, y'all. He's been telling the truth all along. And, you know, people don't pay attention. We get into the identity politics. That's what the, Democrats and them, they want to get into social issues like dick in the bathroom stuff. And it's like, I don't care about no dick. Well, I don't want that in the bathroom, but I got other issues that I'm more concerned about. Kamala slept her way to the top. Judge Brown said it. What? Judge Brown is funny. Now, Judge Brown be telling the truth for real. Judge Brown be telling the whole truth. I like Judge Brown because he be talking crazy. Didn't his wife, I guess, they've been married like a long time. Well, they've been married like 50 years or something. But his wife was going to divorce him because I guess she got tired of him cheating so much. And then he got right. Kamala, she'll run again. She wants to be president real bad. Hey, Deluxe Life, how you doing? Kamala can forget it. But she's in that, like Meghan Markle, like we talked about, they are all in their little bubble. Like we looked at the Met Gala, like that girl with her ass hanging out with faces on her ass, and they think that's okay. And then it looks like Pharrell had a lot of people there. I mean, I don't understand that life. I don't get it. How is that fashion? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. But that's highly weird, though. Rhonda, have you been to Paris already? Hey, Deluxe, I was there in March for 2 weeks, and then I'm going back in August for 3 months. So my goal is eventually, and I'm going to start really learning the language and taking classes. But my goal is I want to be a dual citizen because my kids are grown now. And guys, I only got one life. I got to go. I got to enjoy my life while I can. Okay, I got to go. And so, yeah, I'll be back in August, but I still got my, I got my travel videos that I'm trying to get because I want to intermingle the crime stories too with the travel. I want to do something different with the travel channel. I don't really want to have just travel videos with pretty sights. I kind of want to add something, a human element to it a little bit, so that I'm going to actually invest in a video editor and stuff. I've got over 3,000 pictures and videos of my travels. It's just, I got so busy. I was literally working 7 days a week, killing myself. And now I'm not doing that. I'm going to devote doing stuff I love, slice out time every day to communicate with you guys, get that travel and crime channel up. But yes, I'll be there in August. And I'm taking you guys with me. You know that. Rhonda, have you seen the gate with the love locks all over it? Oh, I did, Deluxe. Let me see. Let me pull that up. Yeah, I did. It was cute. And the the cathedral. Let's see. Hold on. Let me see if I can grab the gate. I'm going to send that so you could see it. It is really nice. It is so romantic, too. It's like, look at this. And Paris is so beautiful and old and just beautiful, y'all. Let me see if I can. Hold on 1 second because I took pictures of the gate. Is this it? Let me see if this is it. So you guys, I want to show you the gates. I mean, the gate. Let me see if it's... Oh, here it is. Hold on. I'm going to send it to myself and then I will let me see if it'll let me. And then I'm going to let you guys see it. It's so pretty. Good. Yeah, Deluxe. Thank you. That is so pretty. I'm going to send it to you. Hold on one sec. I'm going to play it. It's $3.91. Okay, so let me see if I can do it like this. It's like a 3-minute video. Yeah, it is one. Well, you know, the thing that helped me in Paris though is I don't like islands. For me, I know like some people like the islands. I grew up in Chicago, so I'm a Chicago South Side girl. So not that everybody in the cities just love the city, but for me, I prefer bigger cities. So I remember when I first went to France, to Paris, and everybody was saying, you know, in my when I was working in the office, everybody was saying, okay, you gotta be careful. The train systems are confusing because they've got multiple subway, you know, they got different level subways and buses, and it's all, and be careful of pickpocketers and all of this stuff they were saying, right? Which you do have to be careful. But when I got there, it was like nothing to me. I was like, the train system, the transportation, the train, the bus, all of that, the subways and all that, it's just like Chicago or any big city. Like in Chicago, you got the red line, yellow line, green line, brown line. I mean, and it was just it, and then all the people, and it was just like I loved it because you don't, you know, you got different shades of people, you got different cultures, and y'all, that food is so good. Um, it was so good. Hold on one second. Let me send this because I want you guys. That gate was very pretty. It was very beautiful. Very beautiful. Um, hold on one second. Why can't I? I think I went down too far down. There we go. So yes, it was very beautiful, and the people. The only thing is that um, I I think it's really bad that Americans go to other countries. They know how to speak English, but we don't know how to speak their language. And that's why I was like, you know what? Now that I know for sure what my plans are, it's time that I really invest in learning the language. And you're gonna really have to know the language in order to be able to communicate with the people. They do speak English, but you know, I want to make friends and stuff. And the best way to do that is really invest in the language, you know, invest in the language. Hold on one second. I'm trying to pull up this. I told you I got like 3,000 videos. So when I get that video editor to help me put this stuff together, I'm going to have him sort through this stuff too. Because, well, here it is. Let's see. Where's the 9-minute? Where is the 9-minute? It has to be this one. It must have been this. Yep, here it is. Okay. Add. Okay, why didn't it add photos? Oh, it said attachments too large. How am I going to get this on here? I want y'all to see this. I'm going to take a picture of it and send it so you could see it because it is really pretty. I got a video of it, but I'm trying to send it on my phone. And oh, here we go. Let me see. Let me see if it'll let me send it. Okay, let me see. I'm going to take a picture of the gate. Can you guys see this? Let me do this because I can't do it on my phone. Let me show you so you can see the gate. Let's see. Can you see it? Hold on one second. Okay, I'm crossing the street to the gate. You see the gate, y'all? See it? Look at that. See the gate? Look at the gate. Isn't that pretty? And you have the initials of the couple. It is, I mean, and the gate is like long. Look how long that gate is. Look how long that gate is. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. See, it goes all the way down and around. And there's a little dog park out there. Let's see. Can you see? Look at that. Amazing. Look at that. Yep. So it was, yeah, it was really beautiful. It was really nice. So thanks for asking though, Deluxe. Thank you. Hey, Rhonda, you should put together a women's travel club. Yeah, Deluxe, I was thinking about that down the road. You know what I mean? I'm thinking that there's so much because I love traveling. I love traveling. It's so much. And you know what? And guys, you better do what you want to do now in this life because we only have one life. Get it done while you can. Enjoy your life because that's all we got is one. We need to do something and fast. The working class is getting poorer and poorer. It's really sad. Yes, it's very sad. Yes, it is. And it's serious. So, I don't really want to hear what these politicians got to say unless I see some real action. I found out Barbara Bush was in on prison ownership. I was, what? I'm not surprised. It's money. In this country, I told you, they don't care about the environment. They don't care about our water. They don't care about the food that's growing out, the fruits and vegetables growing out of our soil, the meats they pump up with antibiotics. They treat the ground in the trees with the pesticides. As long as they can make some money, they don't care. Our environment is all about making money. That's it. That's it. And some people would just rather ignore it. I'm not here to judge others. I'm just saying for me, I don't really want to hear what no politicians say. My ears will perk up when I start seeing people talk honestly. And I think the reason why people voted for Trump, we had no choice. Well, I didn't vote for him, but I'm saying they had no choice because the other option was Kamala. And a lot of people are pissed at the Democratic Party because at the end of the day, you guys are the ones that took all them jobs and shipped them overseas. You were the start of that. And then you're going to call people racist because Trump is good. Well, at least we know what we're getting. And the thing is that these politicians, if he's pushing up against the boundaries, if he's pushing to try to he's going to override and do whatever the hell he want to do. And you have to stop him. You have to say, no, there are boundaries. We are not going to allow this. But if you don't, he's going to go run right. But at least we know what we're getting. The Democratic Party lost it because they dropped the ball and they betrayed their base. That's what I think. They betrayed their base. Ray, hey, Ray, how you doing? Thanks for joining us. Didn't California burn up? They had the California fires, yeah. FBL will get anonymous. What's FBL, Ray? Put it in the comments, please. What's FBL? Roxanne, only the Tren de Aragua gang members are being sent to El Salvador. They are now designated terrorist group. Venezuela president said it's true. He sent his prisoners to the U.S. when Biden opened. What? Yeah, they said the Democrats let millions in. I don't understand that logic. And let me tell you, when you listen to some people like that live in these cities and see how it was them streets. Now, I can tell you for a fact, when I was visiting the city, when I go see my sister and my family, they had tents all out in the park. They had tents in front of police stations. So, and I'm like, so I don't understand these. What's the point of the sanctuary cities? I'm so confused. Why? There had to have been a money angle. There had to. They didn't do it for the goodness of their heart. Come on now. These big Democratic sanctuary cities, they were sitting up in hotels in Chicago and police cars. It was weird. It was just out of this world. Like, what the hell is going on here? I wish these centers would put this much effort on U.S. citizens. Biden arrested parents protesting the LGBTQ books in school. Exactly. That's what the Democrats get. And they talking about having trans go into girls' bathrooms in grade school and stuff. I'm like, what? I'm like, oh, they be in their own bubble because they so rich and they don't really care what happens to us. We're just a voting block for them. Those two blondes with the YouTube channel is Pumps and her bestie. It's called I've Had It. Besties. Yes, Deluxe. Yes, 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 yes. I love them when they call Elon Musk titty baby. It's so funny. They are really, and they're from the South. They're from the South. I like them a lot. Now, they were on the View. Scott Galloway was on the View. Scott Galloway speaking truth. And I like these ladies. I like them a lot. Roxanne, also this woman arrested and sentenced for 3 years for praying in an abortion clinic. Trump pardoned her. Wait, you saying Biden, or wait a minute, what now? Biden, they arrested a woman for praying in front of an abortion clinic. She got 3 years for praying in front of an abortion clinic. That's so stupid. That's the shit they worried about. But you know what? That's what they're gonna worry about. You know why? It makes sense now, guys. Think about it. Oh, it's almost 2 hours. You know, we get into it. We get into it, y'all. I love it. It makes sense now. The reason why they focus on silly shit or what do they call it? What's the phrase that they use when they get into cultural or like stuff that don't really have any meat on it? It's because they really don't want us focusing on the real shit. Think about it. All these decades, while them jobs were being moved, where they were moving all of the jobs, taking it away from our hard-earned people so they can ship it overseas, cheaper labor, so they can put that excess money that they're making, the profits, they put it in their pockets. Okay? So Democratic politicians, all of them, they will focus on social issues. They'll say like they want to. If it's a black guy killed by a cop, they're gonna make profile that. If it's a transgender that wants to transgender kid that wants to get into a boy that wants to use the girl's bathroom, or what's the other stuff that they want us to focus on that, so we're not looking at what's really happening. Like, why the hell do we need? Because to me, it's simple. Why do we need the insurance companies in the first place? How come we don't have a public option? That's what they call it. Public option. How come we don't have a public option? Why do we need the insurance companies at all? Okay. Why are our prisons privatized? Why is it for profit now? Why? And that's dangerous. Okay. What else? Those pharmaceutical companies. Why are the drugs 100 times higher than the same drugs you can get over in Europe for a fraction of the cost? Why? How come you guys are not doing anything about that? What about the grocery prices? I mean, we got so many problems. How come the education system? How come you guys are not worried about that? Does the United States compare to other countries? But no, they want us to turn our head and worry about shit. The shit really don't matter. That's what they want. All right. Deluxe Life said Judge Brown is funny, crazy. He's divorced. You're talking about Judge that got into it with Wendy Williams. His wife was going to divorce him, but they reconciled. Oh, yeah. Okay, Judge Brown. Okay, who was the one that just got divorced? And yeah, he did get into it. Oh, Lord. He told Wendy Williams to stop snorting cocaine or something. Or that he had put her on, he just put her. That was really bad. But Wendy, she was going at it too. Deluxe says, yes, I'm from Indiana, Rhonda, but I've been in California 45 years. Came here as newlyweds, never looked back because of the weather. Oh, I bet California is beautiful. Indiana, oh my God, you're right in my neck of the woods because I'm in Illinois. I was born and raised here in Chicago, South Side girl. And then now, fast forward, my two kids are 22 and 23. One's graduating next week and the other one's graduating next year. I downsized and I'm like, and then when I had that health care, guys, I'm telling you, I had prayed and prayed, and I said, the one thing I'm going to do is love on those that mean the most to me, give to others where I can, and just take the slice of enjoyment, heaven when I can get it, and just live my dream now. Don't wait. Don't wait. Because, life is like that. It's only an instant. Deluxe, when you get time, make your travel albums. I will, Deluxe. And the thing is, the issue I'm having is that because I got videos on my travel channel, but it's like, I want to do something different where I don't, because there are so many travel channels on YouTube, that. So I'm like trying, and I'm interested in crime stories because of the people version, and I love people. So I'm like, I'm going to combine the two. I think that's what I'm going to do, see how that works. But yes, I am actually working on that, and I'm trying to get an editor, and that's going to cost a little money. But yes, that is in the works. But right now, I was like, you know what? I'm going to sit every day. When I work, I I rough it out when it's time to work, that window. But I'm not doing that 7 hours a day, 15 hours a day, or 7 days a week, 15 hours a day. No, I was killing myself. I'm like, this is not okay. Then I go to travel to beautiful places, and then I just slice out 2 or 3 hours, and I get back to work. It's like, wait a minute. No. I got it backwards. No, I am going to budget where I need to, but I'm going to shorten the hours, and I'm going to work these hours, and I'm going to slice out the time to do what I love. And I love my YouTube channel, Rhonda Loves Life, because I do love life, guys. I've touched hell and survived anyways. I feel like I've touched hell and survived, and God has given me a second chance at life. And I'm reminded of that. So I'm like 1 or 2 hours a day, and or every other day, whatever, it's all good. And then just sit down and chat with you guys, and then work on my travel channel, and I'm cool. And when I'm done, it's like we got a couple more minutes, and then I'm going to do like an hour or two of work, and then I'm going to go to bed, and fine. It's working fine. But thank you, Deluxe. Stay tuned. And then I would love to do like a travel group, things like that. But I'm going to pray to God, and one thing, don't push it. Everything falls into place when you leave it to God and the higher power, and just kind of keep moving forward and doing the things that I said. I make sure that those that matter to me the most, they know I love them and care for them. I make sure I give back to others wherever I can. And then I'm human. I'm not perfect. So I make sure that I keep my side of the street clean. And then do the things you love to do. That's what I'm doing. Yes, Deluxe Life. Did you like that gate? That gate, it was beautiful. And I was reading some of the lockets, and it had little messages. So can you imagine couples? And they put the year on it. A lot of them had the year 1965, 1950. And it's like, wow, that is just beautiful. I mean, it is absolutely beautiful. Paris is beautiful. And I'm just like a local. And when I travel, it was so funny when I first started going, and people were like, keep your head on a swivel and all that. I'm like, you got to keep your head on a swivel anywhere and everywhere. Violence can happen upon you anywhere. I mean, it doesn't matter where you're at, anywhere. You just have to give it to God, but you have to go. I'm like, my sister Rita says, why are you getting on them planes? Because now with the planes fall, she said, why are you getting on them planes? You got to be careful. Them planes fall up the sky. And I told my sister, I said, Rita, this is something I love. Because, it's like, I'm going to miss her when I go, her and my kids and all, but I got to go. The spirit is telling me to go. So, and I'm like, y'all gonna end up in France with me anyways. I'm telling you. My brother Kurt was like, I'm getting my passport. My 2 kids, I'm getting their passport because as I work towards, because I want to get the non-working visa for me, because you can't get a working visa. So I'll be there 3 months. I can get the non-working visa. And then my goal is to have dual citizenship. That'll take about 2-3 years. And I want my 2 kids to do the same thing. So that, and I'll just go back and forth, and I'm fine with that. I eventually want to reside there because I'm not a rich person. But my brother Kurt is my cousin, our cousin, but our first cousin, but we grew up together. He's like a brother. He said, I'm going to get my passport. And then my son was like, well, when are we going to get the passport? Because they like, because I'm going, they know. But my sister, I'm like, you're going to have to get your passport, sis. And come on. You and brother-in-law, come on. But he's like my brother. We've known, he'd been in the family 35 years. But yes, Roxanne, you love to travel. I mean, Brooklyn. Oh, that's Brooklyn. Brooklyn, sorry, I'm blind. Brooklyn says she loved to travel. Isn't traveling long? I mean, beautiful. Oh my, it's long. Oh yeah, okay. Travel is fun. Travel is so much fun. Yeah, travel is so much fun. I'm sick of politicians. Deluxe life, me too. That's why, and we feel the same way about politicians like we do the celebrities. And Biden mentioned that. He was talking about, he blamed COVID and the handling of it on Trump. And I'm like, dude, nobody give a shit. The reality is COVID took the gloss off of all of this. It woke us up. It woke us up, guys, because remember, it was dark times. It was dark. People were dying all over the globe. It was a whole pandemic. So we are not, you cannot bullshit us anymore. We are awake and we know. So I agree, Deluxe Life. Roxanne, I follow my girl from Chicago, Flip Red. Oh, Roxanne, Chicago Flip Red. Does she have a YouTube channel or something? I'll check her out. Oh yeah, I will check her out. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go read the rest of these comments and we'll call it a night. We're up on 2 hours. Roxanne, you in California too? Oh, you know what? California is so beautiful, but it is so expensive, guys. Oh my God, it's so expensive. I was in Santa Barbara, which is because I went to visit Harry and Meghan's Montecito town, and then I went to downtown, stayed in Santa Barbara, the downtown part, and it was expensive. But then Marina Del Rey, it's just as a state, it is very expensive. And I travel on a budget. So, the other thing I want those who go to California, get an Airbnb. Don't stay in them hotels, because what I realized is that the hotels, when I took my kids to Marina Del Rey, this was 2 summers ago, we went, and we would order room service that was crazy expensive. But then you go to the restaurants, that's when I was shocked when I saw $20 salads, and it was a little bitty salad, and it was like, what? And it was like, next time, just get an Airbnb and then buy your food, because if you go to the restaurants and stuff, they will, you're going to go broke. Congratulations on your daughter graduating. Thank you, Deluxe. Yeah, she graduates next Sunday. She graduates, is it May 18th? I'm excited for her. And then she is going to grad school, but my son graduates the following year, and he doesn't know if he wants to go or not. But I got this townhouse. It's 3 bedrooms, so they'll be okay as I travel. So I'm just so glad. They good kids. They really are young adults now. I thought a 2-acre home. I bought a 2-acre home and retired. I'm working on a French garden. Oh, Roxanne. Oh, how nice. You know what? I would like to start adding call-ins. And if you guys want to come up, let me know. And then Roxanne, maybe you could share some of your pictures when you get a chance. But that's what I want to do next, is that once we get into the routine every day, and as the channel grows, if you guys want, because not everybody want to come up and be, shown on, on screen. So, but that's what I'd like to do eventually. That is where I'm headed. But wow, you bought a 2-acre home. Oh, I bet that's nice. And working on a French garden. That, you know what? Working that garden's got to be relaxing, isn't it? It's kind of like a form of meditation, like walking, right? That's got to be very beautiful. Congratulations, Roxanne. That's very beautiful. Yeah, Deluxe. It's Rhonda Love's Life Travel Diaries. Yes, it is, y'all. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Thank you. What part of California, Roxanne? Hey, neighbor. So Deluxe Life and Roxana are both in California. It's beautiful though. California is beautiful. I booked a creative Airbnb trip. This had to have been like 6 years ago to Marina Del Rey, where I stayed on a boat. That was like nice. Oh, that was so nice. And I grocery shopped there and I just cooked on the boat. And then I barbecued right there, got a little grill. Oh, it was so nice. Oh my God, it was beautiful. I was like, this is heaven, but I just can't afford to stay there. Amen. I'm on board, Ronald. Let's go and I'll help you. Yes. Yes. Paris. Oh, it is romantic. I'm like, can you imagine? Imagine being a couple, say a couple that got married in the 60s, and they put that lock and then put their initials or names on there and the date. And imagine them coming back today to look at that or whatever. And just see that lock. And it's like vast. I mean, thousands. I mean, it is just absolutely beautiful. You a gardener too, Deluxe? Oh, you know what I was thinking, y'all? I was like, okay, I'm thinking of the money thing. All right. So I'm like, I'm going to be in Paris for 3 months. So I'm like running the numbers. So I'm like, okay, I can get a little studio in the city, which I love Paris. You know, I love to be right there in the mix of things. And it's really small. The apartments are small. That's fine. I mean, I'm fine with that. But then I'm like, I can get more if I go to south of France. I can get more room. And then I'm like, maybe I should rent a little house. But then I'm like, no, I better not. I better hold on to my money and then just kind of stick. But yeah, it would be nice to, oh, that is beautiful. But getting a house and all that, I'd be away and probably in a more residential. I want to stay right. I want to be right in the middle of Paris, baby. I wanted to be where I could walk. I mean, because I do my walks, 3-mile hikes in the morning. So if I'm in that big city, I want to be able to walk around. So only the housing is expensive. Is it Deluxe just the housing? How is do you eat out a lot, go to the restaurants, or do you go grocery shopping? The grocery is reasonable. Because when I stayed at Marina Del Rey, when I did that boat, stayed on the boat, I did grocery shopping. That made a big difference. That did. And Marina Del Rey is beautiful. But on Venice Beach, I walked to Venice Beach. It was shocking to see all them homeless people. They have cleaned it up since then, because my kids and I were there about 2 years ago. But are they back? Rhonda, you read my mind. I'll call in. Oh, good, Deluxe. That's wonderful. So I'm going to start because I'm using StreamYard. So we'll get the call in set up next time, okay? Because it'll be good for you to call in. Thank you, Deluxe. That'll be great. I'm in Banning, California by Casino Morongo. Now, where is that? Roxana, is that in LA? Because I'm not familiar with I'm thinking I've only been to LA, Marina Del Rey, and then Santa Barbara. So Marina Del Rey, oh, you know what? We went to Santa Monica Beach too. So where is that located? Deluxe, I'll share some pics of my animals. Oh, that'll be nice. Yeah. Wow, that's romantic. I got married in 79 to my high school sweetheart. I wanted to go to Paris. Oh, Deluxe, that's beautiful. Oh, you'd have been married a long time, Deluxe Life. Wow, congratulations, okay? Those who have stayed married and stuck it out, and you got to that's beautiful. My sister and my brother, I call him my brother-in-law, but I call him my brother. They've been married 35 years. And it's just like, he'd been around, the rest of us divorced. I was, unfortunately, my marriage didn't work. But it is what it is. But for those who have really committed and stuck it out, that's impressive. I'm a self-taught chef for fun. When we travel, we eat out. Oh, okay. Self-taught. Nice. Close to Palm Springs. Oh, Palm Springs is really nice, Roxana. Palm Springs is very beautiful from what I hear. Oh my God, do you play the slots? I don't gamble. Oh, yes, I do. I ain't gonna tell that lie because I went to Vegas. But I'm not a gambler. I do like the slots. I do the quarter slots. I'll get like 200 from the cash ATM, and that's it. But when I went to Vegas, and that's on my travel channel, because I was in Vegas for a week. So I did the body exhibit, and I did the sphere. When we actually had interactive robots. I got to do that. What else? I did the casino, but I don't gamble. I just did the slot machines, spent the 200, and then I left. I just, cause I don't want to end up with no habits. Okay. 45 years. Wow. Deluxe life. Congratulations to you and your husband. Really. That's beautiful. All right, guys, we are doing good on time. It's 2 hours and 10 minutes. This has been really fun. I really enjoyed chatting with you guys. We did not get into Joe Rogan's sobriety, but we'll do it tomorrow. If you have any topics that you want us to talk about, share it with me in the chat. In the future, just share it with me. And I'm going to get to work. I think I could give myself, it's 11:15, 2 hours. I could do about 2 more hours, and then I'll call it a night. All right, guys, have a good night. Love you. Stay well. Ciao. Mwah. See you tomorrow.